Wants to relate to her patients. So she starts a TikTok account and starts posting, mostly dancing and lip syncing while at work, but people seem to be enjoying it because her account keeps growing and growing. So starting a TikTok was a great move. Until one day she gets an idea. She wants to, with her patient's permission, live stream some of her surgeries.
So if you want to get in the OR and see behind the scenes and how this stuff works.
And she does. And these live streams do really well for her. And her TikTok account blows up, getting her over 800,000 followers. Now, all this attention is great, but she eventually gets noticed by these guys, the Ohio State Medical Board. And they don't like this live streaming surgery stuff one bit. And they're worried it might be a distraction. So they warn her about it, and they make her take some extra classes on ethics and professionalism. But does this stop Dr. Roxy? No way. She feels like what she's doing is important. Then this woman, who we'll call X is a fan of Dr. Roxy, and she also wants to get a little plastic surgery, liposuction, a Brazilian butt lift, and some other stuff. So X hits up Dr. Roxy, and Dr. Roxy's like, yes, I'll do the surgery, and I'll live stream it. It's a win-win. And so they do it. And during the surgery, Dr. Roxy, she's operating, she's on the live stream answering questions from fans, and the surgery ends, and everyone's happy. Until! So a few days after that, X comes back to Dr. Roxy's clinic. And she's not feeling it. But Roxy's team doesn't know what to do, so they send her to the ER. And there at the ER, they find all kinds of things wrong with X. Loss of brain. So this TikToker, her name's Dr. Roxy. And she's applying the surgery. Dr. Roxy, she's operating. She's on the live stream answering questions from fans. And the surgery ends, and everyone's happy. Until! So a few days after that, X comes back to Dr. Roxy's clinic. And she's not feeling well. But Roxy's team doesn't know what to do, so they send her to the ER. And there at the ER, they find all kinds of things wrong with X. Loss of brain function due to liver damage. She had a serious bacteria infection, a perforated bowel. Allegedly, Dr. Roxy's surgery messed her up really bad. So X gets a lawyer and files a lawsuit. But she's not the only one, because in that lawsuit, there are 2 other women, both with similar complaints, suing Dr. Roxy. Then other former patients of hers started coming forward.
This is not okay. She's basically flipped my life upside down.
She blocked me on social media. I'm blocked on here. I'm blocked on Instagram.
And eventually, the Ohio State Medical Board had enough, and they suspend Dr. Roxy's license permanently, saying her practice is, and I quote, a danger of immediate and serious harm to the public. Then, once her license gets suspended and her clinic shuts down, this becomes a viral news story. This happened a while back, and even I made a video about it. A TikTok plastic surgeon, so her story goes viral. Then even more of her past patients were like, hey, wait, I had problems too.
You have a case on your hands.
And now, allegedly, Dr. Roxy's facing lawsuits from at least 14 different women. And on top of all that, due to the stress of all this, she says her husband left her. Yikes. So, shout out to Columbus, Ohio. So this TikToker, her name's Dr.
What's going on, fellas?
Nothing, just selling lemonade.
So this TikToker, her name's Dr. Roxy. And she's a plastic surgeon. She has her own clinic. She's very successful. Yay! So this TikToker, her name's Ava, and Ava has a problem. This guy is after her with a pew-pew. Okay, so Ava is 13. She makes typical lip-syncing videos on TikTok, and people love her. She's got over 1 million followers. And one day, her videos catch the attention of this guy, who we'll call Goldberg. And Goldberg really digs Ava. Now he's older, he's 18, but that doesn't stop him. He starts trying to get her attention in the comments. It's not really working. So then he tries to get her attention by sending her a DM. Now Ava actually checks her DMs because she often interacts with her fans. So she sees his message and she replies. And they go back and forth a little, nothing inappropriate, but then he asks if he can buy a few selfies from her. And she thinks about it and she talks it over with her parents and she finally says, sure. And she sells him a few pictures that had already been posted on Snapchat. Now Goldberg is super happy about this. And that is when things start getting weird. He has her Venmo now, so he starts messaging through her Venmo account and he starts asking her for a different type of photo. And she's like, ew, no. And she blocks him on all platforms. Oh, but that doesn't stop Goldberg. He searches around and he finds Ava's classmates from school and he reaches out to them. And they agree to sell photos of Ava to him. Photos that I assume were already public. But they also allegedly sell him Ava's phone number. So now Goldberg has her number and he starts texting her and he begs her to unblock him. But she won't do it. So he sends her $600 through Venmo and he tells her it's all the money he has. But Ava is not giving in. Now at this point, things are getting a little out of hand and she's getting scared. So she tells her dad, this guy, who we'll just call Dad. Now Dad is things are getting a little out of hand. And he tells her to allegedly sell him Ava's phone number. So now Goldberg has her number and he starts texting her and he begs her to unblock him. But she won't do it. So he sends her $600 through Venmo and he tells her it's all the money he has. But Ava is not giving in. Now at this point, things are getting a little out of hand and she's getting scared. So she tells her dad, this guy, who we'll just call Dad. Now, Dad is a retired police lieutenant, and he is not going to put up with this nonsense. So Dad sends a strongly worded text message to Goldberg, basically telling him, don't contact my daughter again. And Goldberg gets that text, and he's heartbroken, and he's pissed off, but Dad isn't too worried about Goldberg. They live in Florida. Goldberg lives in Maryland, so they're not even remotely close. Everything's going to be fine. Until one night, Dad, Ava, and the family are asleep. And suddenly, boom, a loud bang wakes them all up. And Dad, he jumps out of bed and he runs to the front door. And there's a huge hole in it. And standing in the house is a man with a shotgun. That man? It's Goldberg. And Goldberg points his pew-pew at Dad and he fires again, but the gun jams. So Dad runs out of the house and after him, but he slams his knee on something, allowing Goldberg to get away. So Dad goes back inside the house and he gets his pew-pew just in case. And he waits on the front porch for police to get there. Before police can get there, Goldberg comes back. But this time, Dad is ready. And he points his pew-pew at him and he orders him to put down his weapon. Goldberg doesn't back down and points his right back at him. So then Dad shoots. And he doesn't miss. And he ultimately unalives Goldberg. So police show up, they find 2 phones on Goldberg's body with literally thousands of photos of Ava on them. Now, because of the circumstances, Dad doesn't get into any legal trouble over any of this. And despite everything that happened, Ava's family decided to allow her to continue posting TikToks, which she still does to this day. But then later, the family had to pull her out of school and start homeschooling her after they had an incident with a second stalker. Yikes. And all this happened in Naples, Florida, so shout out to Florida. So this TikToker, her name's Ava, and Ava has a problem. This guy is after her with a pew-pew. Okay, so Ava is 13. She makes... So this TikToker, let's call her Spirit. One day, she's in bed and she starts seeing these creatures and they start talking to her. Now, Spirit is 14 years old. She's a good kid. She goes to private school. She's class president. And she also makes a lot of TikToks, mostly just dancing and lip syncing videos. Spirit also has an older sister. Let's just call her Angel. Angel's 19 and she has cerebral palsy and she uses a wheelchair. And when Spirit and Angel hang out, Spirit sings her songs and reads to her. They seem to be happy. But over time, Spirit's TikToks start to change. They get a little darker, kind of an emo vibe, because she's being bullied at school. She's becoming depressed. She also thinks she might be trans, but it isn't clear. And so Spirit retreats more and more into the horror movies she likes, and she starts to have dark, intrusive thoughts. And one day, Spirit has a normal day. She goes to school, she gets home, she posts a TikTok, and bedtime comes, and she goes to bed, and everyone in the house is asleep. And that is when she's approached by these creatures. And I don't know what to call them, so we'll just call them demons. And these demons, they start speaking to her. Now, Spirit doesn't like this. It scares her. She doesn't know what to do. Then the demons start bullying her. They're making fun of the way she looks. They're taunting her for maybe being trans. And they allegedly start telling her to herself. So Spirit gets out of bed and she sneaks through the dark and she goes downstairs. She goes to the kitchen and grabs a large kitchen knife. And the demons keep taunting her. So finally, Spirit does the only thing she can think of. She turns the knife on one of the demons and she stabs it, hoping it'll go away. And she does this over and over again. And eventually she stops and she looks down and realizes she wasn't stabbing a demon. She had been stabbing her sister, Angel. So Spirit calls 911. Then she goes out into the front yard and waits for the police. Police get there and she straight up admits it. I unalived my sister. So they arrest her and it's a huge deal. And all her TikTok followers are like, what the f? And eventually, all of this goes to trial. And at the trial, Spirit's attorney argues a version of the story I just told you. That Spirit killed Angel because Spirit was depressed, experiencing hallucinations, which I represented with pictures of demons, but who knows what the hell she was seeing. Now, the prosecuting attorney, on the other hand, they argue that's bullshit. That this wasn't because of hallucinations, and that Spirit was obsessed with homicide, and that she would often talk to her friends about unaliving people, and that she shows no remorse in killing her sister. And allegedly, when Spirit was in police custody, an officer's phone rings, and his ringtone is the theme to Halloween, and Spirit jokes, I just Michael Myers to my sister. And then another time while in police custody, police gave her McDonald's, and she said, I would have killed someone sooner if I knew I was getting McDonald's. And so the prosecuting attorneys use all of these things against Spirit in court. However, both prosecution and defense agree that Spirit is mentally unwell. So Spirit is tried as an adult, and eventually she pleads guilty to third-degree murder, and here's her mugshot, and she's in prison now, serving 12 to 40 years. And to this day, we still don't exactly have a clear understanding of why she did it. So this TikToker, let's call her Spirit. One day, this guy's at work, and we'll just call him Digit. And Digit
Is your driver's license, registration, proof of insurance? Sure.
What'd we do wrong?
Chris.
Where y'all headed?
Home, Chicago, Highland Park.
And where are you coming from? Washington University.
Avoid saying the same answer as me. If you say the same...
Please, don't click it.
Nah, deaf picker. She's.
What color are flamingos when they're...
Where's the phone?
Fried mutt mode? Huh. Let me check this out.
Barome.
He broke out my window.
Which one?
Man, I'm so mad.
Are you okay, John? Do you need help getting up? Are you able to?
Take it. Okay. Just stay there. All right. You'll get to see this in a minute. Ooh. Okay.
You want to say what's underneath?
Yeah, just one more minute. Just be patient. Can you see it behind it? There you go. There we go. Okay, just wait one more second.
Oh, it's ready.
All right, take your blindfold
Ready?
off. It's ready for you. Here you
Start
go.
digging around?
Yeah, dig around. Get it.
Oh, please.
Here, give me some help here.
That's what I do need help.
There we go. There.
Oh, there you go. That's a nice big piece.
Nice.
Oh, pink.
Yeah, so
this is-
you just gotta peel that away, and then you're gonna find out your present's gonna be inside there.
Yeah. Oh, there's a little bit of something right there.
Oh wow, yeah.
What is
Starting
that?
to see something
Looks
come
like a
through.
nose.
The nose.
No, but
Looks like, is it a hand?
yeah, a little
It
bit.
looks like it. Yeah.
Are they
see if
my
we can-
fingers?
You can
I
uncover.
don't know.
Surely not. Surely not.
Trust me, you're gonna love this. This is something you've been kind of asking about for a while.
Here, let's peel some more of this back here.
Oh,
There you go. There you go. Nice. Woo! Teamwork. Look at this.
Oh, you can almost see it in there.
Oh, look at that.
Nice. Let me clean this up for you.
Yeah, turn around. I think you gotta get some of that off the front there.
Some of this up.
Yeah.
Yeah, here.
Put some of that
Yeah.
away.
Oh, look at that.
You got any guesses?
Well, obviously it's a hand.
No, but what do you think the hand could be holding?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Looks like
What's something you've been kind of asking about a lot?
Yeah, something you've been really bugging us for.
Kids.
Well, yeah, but obviously a kid can't fit in here. So
Yeah, that'd be
Yeah.
silly.
This
yeah,
is a photo.
yeah. Go ahead and take a look. See what that is?
It is a photo. Of what?
Pull it out.
Uh-oh, it might be stuck.
Can you see it there?
I need my extra strength today.
Well, just look. Can you just see it? What does it look like? You see it there?
Is that true?
Yeah! Oh my gosh! Take it. Okay. Just stay.
Every day, the dog sits in his front yard, hoping someone will come pet him. But because he looks so fierce, no one dares to get close. So, his owner came up with a plan. The dog's name is Otto, holding his favorite stick in his mouth. Happily shows it off to everyone. But because he looks scary, no one dares to come over and give him a pat. Poor Otto can't understand why no one wants to play with him, and wonders if he did something wrong. He becomes shy and afraid to go outside. When his owner finds out, they make a sign for Otto and a good boy bib. Shows everyone passing by. Otto is friendly, please pet. Otto eagerly stands in the yard, and to his delight, people start coming over to pet him. Kids are...
So this is a perfect example of advertising. So they're basically advertising Chewy, which is a company that provides processed food for dogs and cats. Okay, smart advertising. That's the thing that I don't like about most of the TikTok is usually there's a lot of hidden video ads, and it completely ruins the experience of watching videos. At least on YouTube, you kind of know the ad is coming, and you expect that. But on TikTok, the videos actually are a substitute for advertising. So sometimes you will think somebody an innocent video, but it's actually an ad for the company. So gotta be aware of that.
So this TikToker, her name's Ava, and Ava has a problem. This guy is after her with a pew-pew.
He's a 10, but he's short. A 1.
Oh, I'm sorry. I really need tall guys, so he's like a 6.
He's a 6. But if he's my height or shorter, it goes down. 3.
I'm just not attracted to.
Can I get some help?
Yes, sir. How can I help you?
I got pretty dinged up at work.
The apple. Put that down. That's a Chanel purse. I wasn't going to take it. You're darn right you're not going to take it. That's why I'm watching you.
Maybe I want to buy it.
You can't afford that.
And how do you know?
Because I can see that purse you have is a fake.
A fake? A fake what?
A fake Louis? You obviously can't afford the real thing. Those are a dime a dozen.
It's not a fake anything. I bought it at Catcham's.
Maybe you should go back there. You can get some more cheap threads to go with your outfit.
In fact, I came by to make a return.
So you rent clothes from us?
What do you mean?
I know your type. You buy an outfit for a job interview or for a date or something. And when you don't get the job or he dumps you, you return it.
What? I'm not looking for a job, and I happen to have a boyfriend already.
Well, he must not be a very generous boyfriend or a good job, since you obviously...
Generous boyfriend, right?
Put
They
that
know
down.
that word,
That's
right?
a Chanel
Generous.
purse.
Oh boy.
Let's transform a 0.1 square meter space into fully function house.
I mean, the one thing that I would
Put
like
that
to
down. That's a
I
Chanel
want to
purse.
comment is a lot
I
of
wasn't gonna
women
take
are naturally they want to take resource from you. All right. So they for some reason they think men have all the resources, even though they do the even though they work, especially in Western hemisphere. Not in Western hemisphere, but in many other places. What I realize is they want to take a lot of research from you, and despite the fact if there is no any good reason, right? So just they like to use the term generous as if you have to be generous, and you have to, as if you are a bank and you have unlimited resources, But the problem with man is you don't have unlimited resources. You have limited resources because imagine if you have to deal with one woman and you have to deal with another one. So you need to have more resources in order to be able to satisfy all those women, right? So I mean, if you do have a lot of resources, you might as well expand your horizon in terms of getting more women, right, or marrying more women, because that's basically the resources for, right?
So? So it's an emergency. Call Mima. Oh, calm down. We can take care of it.
Young, it's that. Yeah. Bad bitches, we like fast cars. We like niggas that sell drugs with fast cars. Sell cash.
Excuse me, sir, would you take the food or would you take the iPhone?
Take the iPhone.
All right, man. God bless you. Excuse me, sir. So sorry to bother you. I'm giving away this food or iPhone. What would you take?
Food.
You want to take the food?
Yeah.
No way. Could you go ahead and close this box for me? I don't want your food to get cold. Yeah.
I'm receiving 3 takers. That's what I hear.
No, use it as
If you pinch your skin really hard, you might get a red, painful bump that fills with blood.
Okay.
Die. You will die.
Sylvester. Okay, yeah, he's pissed. We should probably go.
That's not my cat.
Couldn't you just stay dead? Isabel, you're just mad because Mom would rather sleep with Uncle Tommy than you. Isabel, why would you say that? Mom and Uncle Tommy.
You can eat for free at this restaurant if you're over 350 pounds. This is Heart Attack Grill located in downtown Las Vegas. The waitresses are dressed up as nurses and you're their patient, so they give you a gown. And if you don't finish your food, they're going to be doing to you what you saw on that second clip. We ordered wine and it's pretty much a whole bottle in an IV drip. It's either Merlot or Moscato for $23.07. Their Jello shots are served in syringes and they also have frozen drinks that are also in syringes. In the prescription pill bottles, that isn't water. That is literally tequila. Girl, when they brought it out, I was like, how many shots are in here? We got a hot dog for $14 and we were like, okay, Vegas prices. But when we saw this thing, we were like, this is...
Excuse me, is this your art?
Oh, sure is. Why, you like what you see?
It's wonderful work, just wonderful.
They're for sale if you're interested. I've been selling them for $10 a piece.
$10?
But I mean, I can go cheaper if that's too steep. I'm not trying to rob anybody.
Tell me about this piece. What inspired it?
I'm sure you don't want to hear about that.
Try me.
Well, this one...
The woman heard strange sounds beneath her house.
Put a finger down if you've ever played Adopt Me in Roblox. Put a finger down Roblox Edition. If you put over 5 fingers down, you love Roblox. Put a finger down if you own a virtual pet in any Roblox game. Put a finger down if you've ever built your own game in Roblox Studio.
Just don't, be an entrepreneur like me.
Entrepreneur? Only that's not being an entrepreneur.
Yes, it is. It's a business.
You sell pictures of yourself online. That's not being an entrepreneur.
Okay, well, if you think I'm not an entrepreneur, let's go band for band.
For band?
Let's go band for band. I bought Dad a fucking car. I'm about to pay off Mom's mortgage.
All right, come on, here we go. Go. Come on. Oh, you get milk duds, which means you get the milk duds bucket. Let's see what I got. Ooh, Cheetos and $25. $25.
Hey, I remember you. I'm 16.
If you stand up, you wait and take your sweats off.
Who are you here to meet today, buddy?
Do you remember me?
Yeah, buddy, you're done again.
Well, his 16-year-old son texted and realized that he needed him to text him. Getting a different.
No, not happening.
All right. Let's see what we got.
Shotgun. Dude, don't try. Hey. I'm gonna hey.
Guys, look at this.
It's still here.
Listen, this is like the 5th time that you've hit my husband with a tower, whatever, paint cannon. Bullshit. Look at him.
It hurt. It literally, it's not just like physically, but like emotionally, it's hurting me.
And you already died one of